Let me tell you about something. I've never had that one thing in my life that I knew that I was always going to do. Like I I've been good at stuff, but it was never like the stories that I feel like I see whenever I look on YouTube and stuff like that. Whenever I see stories of people who pick up cameras and they end up living their lives and become like these amazing filmmakers, like that's awesome. That's super dope. You get to see somebody go through their life, hone their craft and create some really cool things. It comes from a place of passion. But I've never had that. And for the longest time, I didn't think that was a problem until I wanted to start a YouTube channel. With starting a YouTube channel, I always wanted to do this ever since I was a teenager, but for a long time, I would end up fighting myself because didn't I didn't believe in myself that I had the ability to be creative enough to create videos like worth watching. I always second guess myself. And even more recently with this current attempt, all the research that I did beforehand about how to start a YouTube channel in 2025, 2026, the most consistent thing that I would end up seeing is that you have to have a niche. You got to pick a niche. You have to, have this one specific topic. And the more specific that you are, the better it is for you. And you're supposed to be able to talk about this thing nonstop and for, ideally forever. And I don't have that. Nothing on this earth is that interesting to me for me to be able to go ahead and try and make hundreds of videos about this one specific topic and try and create this narrative of being an expert in this one specific. I don't know nothing about that. And that takes a lot of the essence of why I even wanted to do this YouTube stuff in the beginning, right? So with me trying to document my life now, starting before I feel like I'm ready and making it a conscious decision to start and show up for myself and what I want. Damn, I really thought I was rolling. Making a conscious decision to show up for what I want, I will figure out stuff like that in the long run or after some time. Right now, I'm just gonna just show you what I'm into. Starting off, number one, it's gonna be FPV. Yes, I'm talking drones, baby. We got this one specifically, the small little 65 millimeter. This thing is badass. This encaptures everything that I love about FPV in such a small form factor with the versatility that I can legitimately do this wherever, whenever. The cool thing about flying FPV is this is like a roller coaster. You are front seat of the ride going crazy. Full control. I've never seen another hobby or another thing that's been able to take you out of your body like this, kind of like VR, but just on a completely different level. Because you turn your entire house into an entire video game level. You playing around, you flying around, you having a good time is fire. Doesn't matter if it's raining outside, if it's windy outside, don't matter what's going on outside, you can, where are they at? Charge up a couple of batteries, be here for easily hours. Yeah, man, FPV is just something surreal. Just something about, the same way you used to do video games, throw on some music, throw on your headphones, just get into a little vibe, lock in, and you just lose yourself and stuff like this. And there's definitely a skill curve, but like anything else, you know what I mean? You give it some time, bro, like, and you give yourself the grace to actually like get decent enough to fly this thing around. It's surreal. It's surreal. Hold up, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Fair enough. I should have grabbed this before I started recording, but I fought against it, and here we are now. So, so we have small drones like this bad boy. Let me make sure you can see this. Hey, you can see this bad boy. So you can see this. This is my small drone. I can fly this inside the house, outside. Bada bing, bada boom. Whenever I want a beast, though, this is what I go for. This thing is, I've never done coke. But Coke has got to be the only thing that could even come close to what being front seat from from the camera in your goggles, flying this bad boy with surely I got some B-roll. I hope I'm not lazy. Surely I took the time, got some B-roll, and I could show you what I'm talking about. Insane. Insane. It's such a fun hobby, and I've genuinely never had nothing like it. But that's a lot of the flying drones. Don't get me wrong, I love flying the drones. That's always been fun, but I also like building them. Whenever you fly drones like these, you know what I mean, you're bound to break stuff. So you get to be able to like tinker. You get to resolder things and, try out custom builds and stuff like that. So something I do want to do here in the future is I do want to build a 3.5-inch drone. So stick around. That will be a future video shortly. Testing, testing, testing. Oh, man. That is so cringe. It has been a couple of days, a little over a week maybe, since I've last recorded the last clip that you'd seen in this video. But regardless, I wanted to still come back, finish out the thought, finish out the video, and at least wrap this part up. Mostly right now, the games I'm mostly playing are like Souls-like, Soulsborne, Elden Ring, Night Rain, the regular base game, Sekiro I'm running back again. I like that Soulsborne games demand respect, but they're not hard for the sake of being hard, like Super Meat Boy or other rage bait games like that. Like these type of games require you to improvise, adapt, overcome. You might be able to brute force it, your first couple of tries. Or it might take you 100 before you get it. But the dopamine hit off of, turning a frustrating battle into like a nice, cool, beautiful dance where you've learned and you've understood the boss intimately and you just be able to easily counter every single thing that was whooping your ass the first time. It's such a good feeling. It's such a good feeling. In terms of PvP games, I really only play like Rocket League. That's the one that I find myself continuously coming back to. It's challenging. There's a super high skill cap, so I feel like every time I jump on the game, I always have to be, on my toes with it, you know what I mean? Always keeps me fresh, keeps me in the game locked in, and I've played it since the game came out, and I have nonstop come back to it every couple of months. I think that's probably the one game that I've consistently played for, the last, when did Rocket League come out? Maybe 10 years ago, 11, 12? Damn, I'm old. But yeah, I love Rocket League. Outside of the challenging aspect of video games like the Dark Souls, Elden Ring, Soulsborne, even like Rocket League, that competitive aspect, I do enjoy survival games, stuff that has a good sandbox, Pal World, Terraria, Grounded 2, Minecraft, of course. Who doesn't love Minecraft? Type of thing. I love those aspects. Not to mention, stuff like Minecraft. They have mods. So, you play your heart's content, hours on hours of base Minecraft, mod it, and then boom, you get to do it all over again, and it completely changes it. I just love the flexibility of games like that, because then you get to really play it however you want. Yeah. And speaking of being able to do things the way you want, no Burger King ad, I've always wanted to create throughout my life. And I feel like I've been able to figure out different ways to actually accomplish that and express myself creatively here and there. But the one that's always come back in the back of my mind, back of my mind, front of my mind, it's always come back in my mind, is YouTube. The one that's almost got away. I've always either waited for the right opportunity or this feeling of me being ready or a $1 million idea for me to be, to go viral or something like that. Something that would guarantee that I'd be able to duplicate whatever I'd see everyone else doing. And that never happened, and here I am. But this is kind of part of me being able to show it for me. You know what I mean? Live out my dreams and at least check something off my bucket list. So this is me deciding that I'm ready before I actually feel ready. But But this is what it's all about, right? Documenting my life, being able to show parts of this, and hopefully one day be able to look back and be like, wow, day and night. But yeah, this wraps up this video. So I appreciate you guys for sticking around till the end of it. Once again, this channel is just going to be a lot of documenting just my life day in, day out, with projects along the side. So yeah, I appreciate you guys sticking around, and I'll see you guys in the next one.